season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a 1st down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's go. 47. Go. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Man, I got you.
Prescott. He'll get this to Elliott, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Buying time to his left, and he'll just get rid of it. This defense for the Vikings, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And the this will be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will pin him nicely inside the 20 as it's out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 11. Off the play fake, Mon rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd. Down. Mond out of the shotgun. Steps away to his left. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll return it from the 6. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 26, check 26, kill. 25, check 25, check 25. Alert 3. Hey, kill.
Play action now. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On second down now, it's Cook. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on third down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They go play action here. Mond. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded
touchdown, Cowboys! Dalton Schultz, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Vikings on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mon. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
2nd down and 7. Here's Mon. Open man here is Conklin. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Cook with a first down and much more. And all the way down to the 33-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mon looks to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
To the air on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3rd drive's the charm. They are on the board, albeit with just a field goal.
Yeah, 3 points from 3 drives. That's not going to win you a whole lot of football games. Hopefully the fact they were able to move the ball a little bit can wake up their offense.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Escaping the pressure right. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point good by Prater. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mon going to throw it. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Mon, he gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty. But now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think at this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Final play of the half, Prescott. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I'm coming. Go, get out there. 47. Good. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. It's our field.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one, 38 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the red zone now, Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Kill. 47.
To the air again, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. for the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get into the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games. That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game, I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Mond. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jordan Brooks in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Silver.
Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check. Check 45. 45. Here we go. 45. Down to lose 1. Here we go. 47. Go.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
He's checking.
First down, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you could actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Cowboys are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater, and they open the lead up now to 25. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On first down, it's Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll throw. He finds Corey Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
That's the way. 46 to Mike, 46.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Hey, check Mike 46. Check.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mon, he's going to get this one down to Cook. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Vikings first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Mond on the bootleg. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Hey, let's get in them holes.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
From the gun, it's Mond. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Here's Mond. They're going for it. The quick slant caught. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll run for it with Cook. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll set up a throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Kene Nwangu, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Touchdown, Cowboys! Dalton Schultz, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Nwangu now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Dallas, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.